So it's all done the Italian Renaissance design, so made of 6 different types of Italian marble. This room kind of showcases all 6 of the yellowish or sienna marble, so that's kind of what you see mostly around the room. Now, I will point out the room we did walk through with the tables, that's called Nurses Hall. That's our smallest event space we have here in the building. Now, it gets its name from the nurses statue that's on the side over here, honoring the Civil War nurses from Massachusetts. Even though it shows the Clara Barton helped found the American Red Cross. Louisa May Alcott wrote the book Little Women, and Dorothea Dix, who was 6 months served head of all the nurses in the Union Army. So a very important statue because it was honoring their contributions as nurses, but also the first statue in the State House that honored women as well. So that's Nurses Hall there. Now this room is Memorial Hall. So this room is used to honor the soldiers here in Massachusetts. So it's used for events on Veterans Day, Memorial Day, stuff like that. Now originally this room was filled with different regimental flags from all the different wars Massachusetts fought in. So at its height there were over 400, stretching from the American Revolutionary War to World War I. Now in the 1980s, they were taken out of here because they were falling apart from age. The ones in the American Revolutionary War were 200 years old at that point, so they're now all protected in vaults. The 8 you see around the room are reproductions of some of the more important ones in the collection. Now, there's 2 from the American Revolutionary War, 2 from World War I, and these 4 on this side are all from the American Civil War, so a couple of different flags. Representing Massachusetts history. The white flag in the Civil War section is the flag of the 54th Massachusetts, the regiment I mentioned back in Doric Hall, founded by John Andrew. Now, above our flags, we have 4 murals. So directly above our Civil War flags, we have a mural depicting that return of colors in 1865, when they're marching their flags up the front steps of the building. Now, on the left-hand side of the mural is John Andrew, the governor, welcoming them back into the State House. On the north wall behind me, you have a romanticized version of the Mayflower arriving here in 1620. It's romanticized due to the fact that pilgrims are wearing very bright colors. In reality, they would have worn a lot of blacks, browns, grays, not pinks, yellows, greens. Also, they were on the Mayflower for 2 months. They would have looked a lot nerdier in real life as well. On this side, you got the Battle of Concord Ridge. You may have to step out a bit in order to see it. On the foreground, you see the American colonists, those Minutemen. It's supposed to be red and a minute notice there. Across the bridge, the red line in the smoke would be the British soldiers. So this was the first major engagement between the 2 sides. The British were outnumbered, however, so they quickly retreated back to Boston. It started the first phase of the war, the siege of Boston, which lasted from 1775 into 1776. And the final mural depicts John Eliot. He was a preacher to Native Americans here in the 1640s. He was the first person to translate the Bible from English into the native dialect of Algonquin, to try and convert them to Christianity here in this region. And then the final thing I'll mention is on the ceiling, you'll see the stained glass window. That depicts the seals of the 13 original states. So the Massachusetts state seal is the one you see in the center. So the seals of the 12 other original states. The Massachusetts state seal has been in use since 1780 along with the U.S. Massachusetts Constitution, so quite some time. I'm just going to sneak in here for a sec. There's also the same one as you see on the state flag of Massachusetts as well. So you'll see the seal on any official document, any official building, any official flag, anything like that from Massachusetts. But yeah, so any questions here in Memorial Hall?
That dial there, you said that was, is that the Old North Bridge?
Oh yeah, so Old North Bridge, Concord Bridge, yeah. Yep. Yeah. All good.